Siri requires an internet connection.
So, for example, if I press Google News, it will read the latest manual tuning system. See, you can actually tune it. Fun thing, and you can actually also move it using. Hello guys, welcome to our channel Reviewing Indian. So what we are going to do is that going to do a bit of vlog on my Volkswagen Polo 1.0 TSI. So this is going to be a detailed review of infotainment system of Volkswagen Polo. So a bit of intro in the beginning. This is called a 340 series audio system. I think the previous one was called as 330 and before that 320. And this is supplied by Harman, and the screen size is 6.5 inches, and it has got Android Auto, Apple Carplay, and basically the mirror link facilities. So I'll take you through different functions, and if you have any questions you can put it below as comments. And it kind of a vlog, so forgive me for any mistakes and errors, just like the one I did now. And forgive the background noises because I couldn't go anywhere, quiet to shoot because of this quarantine issues and all. So let's start without any further delay. Okay, or something. So let's go with the radio part first. So this is the radio button. So you would have already noticed that there is a lot of physical buttons here for easy access. So you can also see that I have currently connected using the Bluetooth audio. So the phone is connected using Bluetooth audio, and it's a easy task. You have to just normally connect, and there is a code that verify. It's a straightforward. So it's now connected using Bluetooth audio. So you can see that once the phone is connected, there is this data. For example, this is kept in a mute mode. You can see that the time here. Then you can see the Bluetooth is connected. Then the messages and the range of the mobile. You can see that. So that's a good thing. So that's about it. Now let's do the first step regarding the radio. So if you press this radio, you can see that this radio screen will come. I'm just going to mute it. You can mute it using either this button or using the phone. Okay, that's the best part. You can actually increase and decrease using the steering monitor control also. So this is basically the touchscreen part where you can actually enter the channel or whichever frequency you want to enter. You can actually store it here, and that's the part. And you can actually switch between channels using this button also. You can see that's mercy, and it kind of scans again. So this is the touchscreen is pretty good. It's very responsive, no problem. You can see that it's working pretty good. So that's a part. Then here you can actually switch between the bands. Basically you can switch between AM and FM. Then here, if you have been to few stations, like the last list of stations used, that will come here. For example, if I go back to FM here, you can see that the station list changes. So maybe you can actually select the previous stations you have listened previously, like you can go directly to Merchi. That's it there. So it's like a shortcut button. Then you can actually tune it. It's more like a manual tuning system. You see, you can actually tune it. It's like the old school radio. That's a part. So that's about this radio part. Now that we finished the radio part, now let's go to the media area. So this is the media button. If you press, you will go to a selection of options. For example, you can go here. You can select the Bluetooth audio, aux. Maybe you can connect using the USB cable here, and the SD card where you can actually put it here. So aux cable can be connected here, USB here, and the SD card here. So that's how you select it. And from here you can actually play the songs. So you can't watch any videos because of the safety reasons. So let me go to a Bluetooth audio song and let you guys listen for a second. You can actually press it here. See, it's pretty good, the audio system, because the speaker is supplied by Harman. Even the entire system is supplied by Harman. That's about this media button. Then let's go to the phone button. So what happens is that this kind of acts as your phone. So you can dial using this button. Then you can go to your contacts actually using this button. Then you can actually see the calls. This was me calling all these Cashify team. That's there. Then you can go to the SMS. So you can actually go and read the messages here. So you can actually invoke the Google Assistant using this button. And then you can go to setup here. Here you can actually select the setup connected to the Bluetooth. For example, you can select the phone here. Then you can actually go to the Bluetooth visibility and the name and all. You can change the phone or the car name here. Then you can go to the user profile, what is the contact details and what your name, everything like this. Then there is a option to warn you when you actually switch off the vehicle. So it will show that do not forget your phone, which I will just show later. That's about this phone area, and you can actually add favorites here. For example, you can select this, then select the contacts. It will become the favorite. So that's good thing. That's about this phone part. So now let me talk about the app part. So app means you when you just press this, it will go to Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and Mirror Link. So for that, I have to connect my phone. Then let me show you. So you can see that it by default goes to the map, and if you press this, it will go to the menu. So you can't watch anything. You can listen. For example, if I press Google News, it will take
Here's
a bit
the
of time.
latest news. Resuming Times of India top stories at 11:50. Continuing NDTV at Continuing India Today news headlines
So
at
if you press this,
11:15
you can
a.m.
actually
today.
stop it. That's it. So the overall touchscreen response is good. There is a lag because of this Android Auto. So other than that, the screen is pretty good. So you can go to reminders. If you press this reminder, it will ask you, do you want to put some reminders also? Then weather, and that's it. So you can go to Samsung Music, play music and everything. So that's about that part. Then so that is covered. So we covered radio, media, we covered the phone part, then we covered the app part. So you guys just saw the Android Auto being connected. Now you can see that Apple CarPlay is connected. So you will see phone, music, messages now playing basically the music. Again, Amazon Music, settings, the calendar, and the Volkswagen. So if you click this, it will go back to your basic connection with the Apple CarPlay. That's it. And again, go back to app. Then you can see that, and the interface is pretty good. And you'll get additionally like Telegram and WhatsApp, which is not available in the Android Auto, but you can see that. But this will be kind of a reading stuff only, so you cannot actually go there and see the messages. For example, if I just select this, it will tell something. See,
Siri requires an internet connection.
so you will only be able to hear the messages via Siri. So if you click here, it will go back, and it's a pretty fluid interface. Again, go back here, you can go to the settings here, and you can see that where there are options like do not disturb while driving, how the display should be like dark, and then suggestions in dashboard, and the album art part. That's all in the settings part. Go back here, go here, and that's all. So it's pretty good Android. And as I said, if you go to the main screen and go to the settings, you can use this knob to actually scroll through the options. You can see that. That's about it. Now let's go to the setup part. So this is basically a very simple interface. So you can actually see that the touchscreen is pretty responsive. So let me take you through different stages. So if you press sound, it will first go to the volume, where you can actually tell what should be the maximum startup volume, what should be the volume depending upon the speed of the vehicle, then what should be the aux volume and the Bluetooth volume. So that's about it. Going back, the balance fader will tell you, there are 4 speakers, so from which speaker the sound should come more. So if it's in the middle, it's kind of a neutral, so you can actually move it around. It's a fun thing, and you can actually also move it using this button. So the moment you press this one, it will go to the middle portion. So that's about the balance fader. Then if you go to the bass, mid, treble, you can actually adjust it, all these functions, and you can go there. If you have just moved it here and there and you want to make it balanced, then you just press this button. So that's it. Then go to the touchscreen tone, you can actually switch it off. So that about the sound setting. Then let me go to the screen setting. So it's basically what should be the screen off time, and what should be the type of the brightness levels. That's about it. Then touchscreen tone, display time and standby. So that means, as you would have already seen, if I just press this one, when the screen is off, there will be a clock thing. So that's this option there. Then go to the language. You have few languages like English, Espanol, Portuguese, and everything. Then you go to the option whether you should transmit the data for Volkswagen apps. I just enabled it because anyway it's a user data, not my personal data. Then you can go to different type of keyboards, ABC or QWERTY. Then any other additional languages for keyboard. Then Bluetooth, we have already seen it actually. Then safety remove, how you should be removed. Then factory settings, whether you should reset the data. That's it. So it's a pretty simple interface, and the screen response is pretty good. Maybe I should check whether there is any system information. You can see that there is update software option, but if I press it, it tells you whether you should insert a memory source or something. So maybe if you own this car, you might want to go and check at the dealership whether there is any update available. But other than that, this is okay. Then let me show you what will happen when I switch it off. It will give you a reminder. if I take the key, it will tell you do not forget to take your phone. That's a nice thing. So that's about it. So it's a very small vlog, and I didn't have much time or space to do it. So if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel Reviewing Indian and provide your valuable comment. I'll try to answer your questions as early as possible. Thanks for watching. Cheers.